Hello everyone, so it's me again, Topi, for another unboxing of a new phone that I got. So here's the POCO F2 Pro that I bought from Shopee. So I paid with this during their sale day. It was 5 days ago, and I bought this for 17,999. So it's like 18,000 in total. And I didn't pay for the shipping because I had a free shipping voucher. So remember that I used to talk about the Oppo F3 Pro. Well, that was just my phone that I got from Smart. So this one right here is a direct replacement of the phone that I used to have, which is the Xiaomi Mi 90 Pro. Alright, so let's check the box itself. So nothing special on the box, it's just the yellow highlights here, and the back is in yellow as well. And it tells you about the major specs of the phone, which is 6GB of RAM, 128GB of ROM for the storage. It doesn't say anything else on the box itself except for the IMEI of the SIM slots, or of the phone I mean. And this one right here is in Phantom White. It says here on the side, high-res audio. Nothing else really. So let's start with unwrapping this one, and then we'll do another close-up of the phone itself. And I know that this is a bit old for me to unbox, but it's just me like telling you guys if it's still worth buying the POCO F2 phone, even though it was released months ago. Remember that this phone has a beast internal, which is Snapdragon 865. So this is like the flagship processor that you can buy on a phone right now. And what they always tell you about the POCO phones is that POCO phones are like the flagship, are the flagship. The internals are flagship, but the price itself isn't. So this is a mid-ranger price, but with an internal of a flagship phone. So let's remove the top part of the box. Still yellow casing or box. So let's see what's inside here. So the SIM card ejector tool, and the manual, warranty card, nothing else. Set this aside. This is a hard case. Let's look at the quality of this. Well, it's plain and it has ridges inside, and the outer part of it has ridges as well. So the good thing about this case is that it is smudge proof, so meaning you're not gonna end up with a lot of fingerprints at the back of it while holding this phone. So that's a nice added feature. Just a plain case. And now the phone itself, let's look at it. So what does it tell you at the back is very nice. I saw it already. So POCO F2 Pro, Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 with 5G, and this one right here has liquid cool technology 2.0, 6.67 AMOLED full screen display, 360 degrees triple ambient light sensor. So meaning it is not the ambient light sensor is not placed on a certain part of the screen, but it is like a three-dimensional sensor wherein it senses the entire ambient light from your background. Alright, and this one right here has 64 megapixels artificial intelligence, quad camera with 8K video, and the front camera is 20 megapixels pop-up front camera. Well, why I like this phone is that I always like phones that doesn't have any notch or any punch hole thingy on the screen, because it's really an eyesore for me. And I do hope that phones will really get back to the uh, to a full screen display, and not put any notch or any punch hole on their displays, because it is just really an eyesore for me. It's like whenever I view my screen, I get annoyed by it, so I really don't like phones that has notches or punch holes. All right, that's just a side story. Now, the battery is 4700 mAh, so this is quite a huge battery for this phone, and it has 30 watts fast charge. So you can charge this phone in around 20 to 25 minutes and get 50% battery life already. So let's remove the plastic. And what do we have here? After removing the plastic, I can already see the very nice back. It's like a huge flat pearl that was put on the back of this phone. It's really pretty. It has metal chassis, by the way, and it's in silver. As you can see, it really looks nice. Well, Xiaomi phones have always been nice. It has a red power button here, and metallic chrome as well for the volume rocker. This is the pop-up camera. So this reminds me of the Xiaomi Mi 9T phone that I have. Of course, the microphones are here. The IR blaster is here. The 3.5mm headphones. And this is the SIM card for the SIM card tray, and this is the volume. I mean the volume, the speaker itself. So I'll do a close-up for this so you can take a look at it closer. Okay guys, so let's go to the phone itself now. So as you can see, I've already attached the plastic case, and this is how it looks with the case on. Let's remove it so you can see how the case looks, or how the back looks. So here is how it looks. See that? See how premium looking that is? It's like having a slab of pearl at the back of your phone. That is how I am going to describe this. And also, if you have seen videos or pictures of the POCO F2 Pro online, it doesn't really give it justice. But if you see it in person, it really looks nice, especially the camera. The quad camera setup here, it really looks nice. See how shiny it is, and this is how it looks on its side. There. It is in metallic chrome color. And this really looks like the Xiaomi Mi 9T, like I have mentioned before. Xiaomi Mi 9T phone, except that the back looks different. Okay, let's turn this on. Alright, so I'm done entering my credentials for Google account. And while setting this up, I have noticed that there is a plastic film at the top of the Gorilla Glass 5. I'm just waiting for this to finish, because I want you to see the specs sheet, the way it was presented on their website. One thing that I really like about the POCO F2 Pro presentation online or on their website is that it is really accurate, and and they are really precise with the information that they are giving you. We're going to skip that. see how the screen looks? It's really nice. So we're going to skip the Xiaomi Mi account. Let's skip. Let's remove the personalized ads. Wallpaper carousel. No, I don't want to use that. Let's go with the limitless one. Next. By the way, the refresh rate of this is just 60 Hz, so it's not really a big deal for me. If it saves you battery, then I'll just go with it. I really don't see any huge difference, especially if you're if you have been accustomed to 60 Hz refresh rate. It's not really a deal breaker for me. What is more important are the internals of the phone and also the screen. If you have watched my previous unboxing of the Oppo Reno 3 Pro, I have reiterated a lot of times that I want a screen that has no notches or punch holes on the screen because it's really an eyesore. So if you do have a full screen like this, it really looks nice. Okay, we're now at the home screen of POCO phone. Well, the launcher itself, it's still in MIUI 11, so it's not yet 12, so I guess I will need to update it first before we proceed. But before that, let's just try to open the POCO F2 Pro site. Let's look for that here. So we're going to check the spec sheet of this. Let's go directly to the specs. See like I have told you earlier, I really like their website because they are very precise and accurate with information. So let's start with the platform. Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 flagship platform. CPU frequency, octa-core processor up to 2.84 GHz. Qualcomm's trifecta design. One of the 2.84 GHz super large core and 3 of the 2.42 GHz large core and 4 of the 1.80 GHz small core. GPU is Adreno 650 GPU up to 587 MHz. And it has the AIE 5th generation processor. Storage and RAM is 8 GB plus 256 GB of this is for the other variant, by the way. The one that I'm using is the 6 GB plus. It is updating, that's why. So sorry about that. So the one that I'm using is the 6 GB plus 128 GB of storage. By the way, I'm not really like into a huge amount of storage because I can always use Google Photos for my photos and videos. Rear camera 64 megapixels, quad rear camera. So the sensor they are using here is the, hold on, let me just focus this. It's a Sony IMX686 camera sensor. So if you really want to know more about that camera, you can look it up online. It has 13 megapixels UWD ultra wide angle sensor. It is one of the widest ultra wide sensor that is available right now because of the 123 degrees field of view. 5 megapixels macro sensor, 2 megapixels depth sensor, rear camera photography feature. So that's it. For the rear camera, this one right here has 8K video recording at 24 FPS, 30 FPS. I think there has to be an update that needs to happen before you can record an 8K video. So after this spec sheet, then I'll go ahead and update the phone itself. So for the slow motion video, you can shoot up to 960 FPS. For the front camera, it's 20 megapixels pop-up front camera. 1080p video recording for 30 fps, same with the 720p video recording, and there is a slow motion video for the front camera, which is 720p. And again, the battery is quite large. For 4700 mAh, it supports 30 watts of fast charge. So there is a 33 watts charger included in the box. Okay, I forgot to tell you that, by the way. I'm so sorry, but there is a charger inside. Dual SIM card. It has 5G support. Here in the Philippines, there is they are still developing the 5G support here in the Philippines, and I'll do another video on how you can get 5G on your postpaid phones using Smart, if you're using Smart. So these are the buttons. Like I have mentioned, there is an IR blaster, so you can use that to control the devices which are still using IR. Okay, so let's go ahead and update the phone, so I'll be back. Alright, so as I have mentioned to you guys, there is an update available for this phone because this phone came out with version 11 of MIUI. So here's the update. So if it's a POCO phone, then definitely you will be getting, of course, the MIUI 12. And one thing that I have been anticipating to try is the super wallpaper on this phone, because on the Xiaomi Mi 9T you're not going to get the super wallpaper. Yes, you're not gonna get the super wallpaper. And one thing that I like about the MIUI 12 is the dark mode, because it applies the dark mode setting on all of your applications automatically. So let's do the update, then I'll get back to you once the update is finished. Alright, so my phone is updating now. We just need to wait for this to finish. And then after this update, then my phone is gonna be on MIUI 12 now. So the smudges that you are seeing are on the plastic protection of the phone. It's not the glass. I think I'll be removing this after a month or so, because I really don't like having a plastic protector on top of the screen. Anyway, this is Gorilla Glass 5, and based on my experience, even if you're not using a tempered glass on the top of it, it's really sturdy because of the. Yes, of course, it's Gorilla Glass 5. So what do you expect, right? Okay, I was just wondering why it's done with the update. It says that it's only 50% finished, but then again, it is now starting. It's already in MIUI 12, so I'm not sure. Here's the box again. I really forgot to show you the charger. I just looked at it, and it looks like the charger of the POCO F2 Pro as well. It's a huge battery charger. So I am expecting a super wallpaper to greet me after the update. Let's see if that's what will happen. No, it's not. So you need to set that up. So you're greeted with this. I don't want to add the control center. Let's see. I know. I want to add it. So that is the super wallpaper. Oh, so I am now greeted with a different wallpaper here. Let's see what's gonna happen. If you unlock your phone, this is super nice, guys. The super wallpaper is super nice. The image itself looks like the real face of the planet. It's so nice. Oh, that is super nice, guys. I'm telling you. I've been wanting to add that to my Mi 90. Unfortunately, doesn't support the super wallpaper. So now that we have seen the super wallpaper, let's explore the display setting first. Let's go to the setting. This is what I normally do with my display. So for the display, you may want to change your text size to I always set it to extra small. And after which, you need to search for no animation. The haptic feedback of the phone itself is super nice, literally super nice, because it is well distributed on the surface itself. Well, for the Oppo Reno 3 Pro, the haptic feedback is kind of lousy because you can really feel where the where these vibrations are coming from. Unlike here on the Xiaomi phone, it's like evenly distributed to the screen itself. Let's go to remove animation, then go to display size, set that to extra small. So once you have set that to extra small, it's like you're having more space on your screen. Hold on, I think it didn't save. No animation. Yep, then you need to select this. So after you select that, you will notice that your screen looks like it has more details that is shown on the screen. That is how I always set up my phone, because there are more notifications that I'm seeing. See, if that is that small, then there will be a lot of notifications that you can see at a time. And of course, the control center itself, it hasn't changed the size yet, but later on it will change its size. And also the volume display size, it is now different compared to the default one. So if you want to try that, just go to no animations of your setting and then change the display size to extra small. Alright, so let's check the settings. So it's the same settings that you will see on a normal MIUI 12. All of these settings, you can find that on the normal MIUI 12. So it's no different than the POCO iteration of it. See, it's all the same. There's really not much that I need to explore here, because you can just check my video for MIUI 12. So it's just that the super wallpaper is added on the MIUI 12 for those devices that are more capable of running the super wallpaper. So I'm not gonna dwell on the settings itself. I'll focus on the camera and the themes, but let's start with the themes first. For the wallpapers, let's go to my page and then wallpapers. These are the super wallpapers that you will see. You can update the super wallpapers, by the way, and you can download the ones that you do not own yet. Let's see how I can get other wallpapers here. Super wallpaper, let's explore that. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to look for the Saturn wallpaper, but it doesn't seem to show me that option. These are the only options that I'm seeing on my phone right now for the super wallpapers. It's not showing me the Saturn option. Once I found out how you can get that, I'll just make another video of that, by the way. So let's go directly to the camera. So for the camera options, let's start with the settings first. So here's the setting. So these are the options that you can see. Let me just focus that. Maybe I just need to turn off the light. Didn't help, so let's just turn it on. So the settings that you will see on the camera is full, 9:16 ratio, 3:4 ratio. So I always try to keep my photo setting on the 3/4 option because it gives you more details on the photo. So there, so the timer, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds. And you have the option to add a movie frame to show the grid line, straightened it, and so super macro and tilt shift. For the settings, these are the camera settings. Correct distortion and ultra wide shots, picture quality high, focus and shoot. I think I will need to enable that. Pop-up camera settings. There is different visual effects that you can choose for your camera. Oh, okay, that's nice. So there are different colors that you can choose from here. Versus the old so there. These are the different animations, sound animations that you can select from. So I'll just keep it on this one because it's nice. Now that is for the photo. The autofocus is quite fast. By the way, I'll just show you the settings that you can find on the phone. HDR, auto, AI. That's the filters. For the beauty, yes, there is. You can lengthen your legs, shrink your head, have a slender body, but I'm not gonna use that. I don't use those filters, by the way. Well, actually, I do hope that they remove that because, you know, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. But for me personally, I don't like phones that are trying to alter the physical image of a person. So those are the settings for the photos. Let's go to the video settings. For the video settings, what you can see here, you are greeted with these options already, which is this one, the flash. What's this? The steady video, the 8K video, and this is for the filters, beauty filter, and the bokeh effect. What settings do you have here? You have options for 720p 30 fps, and then 1080p 30 fps, 1080p 60 fps, 4K 30 fps, 4K 60 fps. For the 8K video, by the way, it's only for 24 fps. There is now an option for track moving object for the movie frame. This comes as a standard for this phone. These are the settings that I don't find in my Mi 90 phone, by the way. So for the Pro settings, these are the settings that you will see. Toggle for 64 MP, and all of the manual settings that you can find under the Pro. Let's try the portrait one. There's not much of settings here. It's just for the bokeh effect setting, and then how you would want the bokeh effect to look like, and the beauty filter. That's it. For the more, you will see there the night mode setting, the 64MP setting, the clone setting. So these are the same features that you will find on MIUI 12. I do have a video on that, so I'm not gonna dwell on that as well. Okay, I've noticed that there is a new option here wherein it allows you to shoot the front and back camera, which is nice. And you can actually choose a different size for that. See? You can choose from two. So if you are, well, this is a nice feature. You will not find this on another phone. So I think they have added this feature for those phones who are capable of running two cameras, the front and the back camera. So that is a good feature. So I think that's it, guys. If you have been using like Xiaomi or MIUI interface, then this is not something new for you guys. So if you really want to dwell on the settings of the MIUI 12, you can just check the other video, my other video for that. So overall, this is a super nice phone with a super nice price, which is very cheap, by the way, for this type of phone. I'm not showing any hiccup or lag, but coming from Oppo Reno 3, I have to be honest that I can see like a very slight difference on the animations, because on the Oppo Reno 3 Pro phone that I have, it's 90 hertz refresh rate, and this one is only on 60. But it's not really a deal breaker for me. The phone itself is super beautiful, I would have to say that. And if you're going to ask me if what will I choose between between Xiaomi 10 Ultra or this one, well, for now, if you're really into the cost and you really don't want to spend a lot of money for a phone, then you can go for this one, because of the internals, and the camera itself is very decent, by the way. 64 megapixels isn't that bad, and it can shoot 8K videos as well. But if you really want to get the premium phone, then go for the Xiaomi Mi Ultra, Mi 10 Ultra. You can go for that phone. I'd love to have that phone, but for now that's very expensive for me, so I'd rather choose this one because it has 865 internals as well. It has 5G. So yeah, this is gonna be my personal phone starting yes, as of now. So after this video, I'll be cloning my applications from Oppo Reno 3 going to this one. So Xiaomi phones have always been my favorite, by the way. Even though I really like Oppo Reno 3, I would still go back to the Xiaomi yeah, phones. Alright guys, so that's it. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. So see you on my next video. If you would like to support my channel, you can just click on subscribe, and you can hit that bell notification icon. So POCO F2 Pro for me. Bye for now.